Yo, yo, yo. We back with another one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We in this thing. How y'all doing?
In the Doro Lounge.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean? Hopefully, we ain't tell nobody, so hopefully people get notified that we up on this joint.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because we ain't tell nobody we was going live.
We just jumped on here. Yeah, he think he DJ Envy.
We got some new toys, man.
Yes.
We gonna make everything fun on the Doro Lounge, man.
But this dude is crazy, bro.
Oh man, we got Big Joe with this Joe. What up, Joe?
What's going on, player? Joe, if you need to rest. Joe, if you need to rest, rest, brother.
Nah,
Get
man,
your
we
rest.
just here, man.
We ain't here chopping it up, man. Got a
Yeah.
great topic.
What we talking about?
Why start your kennel with bad genetics? Can you breed out of that?
I'm
That's
gonna let you go first, man.
so why start your kennel with bad genetics? This dude. Okay. So when it comes to starting a kennel, there's a lot to think about, a lot to understand that's gonna come with it. How I know this, I mean I've grown up around dog breeders basically my whole life. Um and I got a great understanding, of course, of it, just listening to other people I may have interviewed, interacted with, or just talked to.
Right.
And they tell me the struggles, maybe the bright sides, the upsides, the downsides, all that. So man, so starting out with bad genetics, I mean, that's just going you keying in on more issues with your program. I feel like uh with that, excuse me, with excuse me once again. Starting with bad genetics, I think that'll set you back, of course,
Yeah.
but it can be avoided. I think some people might
Mm-hmm.
be eager to start or might get inspired or get that ounce of motivation at one point, and then once you get that, oh I got a female, I'm finna breed her, I'm finna have these puppies, um, and again, there's no planning, there's no understanding of what you got as far as your stock,
Right.
uh, and like I said, that can hinder you in the beginning.
Absolutely.
Um, I think some people really feel like I can really make this happen because they may see somebody on the internet and think that they really got it how they got it, and they may have it like that, but it took them a while, it took them time, it took them money, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but some people even get blindsided. They have those puppies and they got to keep 7 puppies because they're not selling them. uh so that may make people use those dogs and then go get a $900 dog. And then that $900, like, I mean, you go and get that $900 dog. Why don't you just wait, save your money? Like, there's things I want to do right now. I'm about to stack a little bit more. I'm about to it ain't my time yet. I might not have the right credentials to do certain things I want to do right now. Just wait. You know what your goal is. Work towards that goal. Um, and then breed out of bad genetics. I like, as far as the breeding aspect, I'm not well versed. I'm just, with the episodes I have, I'm just now getting into that. But you like I said, why start with that? It's gonna be way harder for you to get out of that by starting with it. So save your money. Uh, watch Catch All Concepts. Watch NWA or so. Watch Duro Lounge. Watch Duro Recio Bully Club. And that'll get you a better understanding of where you may want to be at or how you want to start with your program. Because man, sorry, I'm tired.
Oh,
You starting with those bad genetics or those bad dogs, it's not gonna go how you think it will. And some people might have watched NWA kind of Corso. Some people may have watched Catch Dog Concepts or Duro Recio or whoever. And they might be like, oh, I don't want this. Say so and so got a mastiff, he got cherry eye. It's genetic. It's I mean, this is just facts. Um, and then that's $500 on a surgery
yeah,
because that can lead to infection, uh, a lot of different things. And like I said, the biggest thing is genetics. So to be in your line, you breeding that, it's gonna be in your line, and then that's just gonna make everything crash down.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, sir. That's my take on that.
Nah, bro. Nah, you cook, and this the
Appreciate
thing, man. This the thing. I think it's very important to save your money
Save your
because
money.
at the end of the day, you buying dogs, and I don't care if you got papers. I don't care if you got AKC. I don't care if you got ABKC. I don't care if you got UKC. I don't care about what registry you with. At the end of the day, if the dog is trash, the dog is trash.
And this ain't no shade to the AKC because I mean they understood they had to fix it.
I got love for the AKC.
Yeah, no doubt. The Dalmatians, they all had high uric acid. So and was that did they stop selling or breeding Dalmatians? No. David Ishii said in our interview that he said it took them 30 years, I think, something like that, to understand that they had Dalmatians, all of them had high uric acid. So they had to outcross. They still bred those dogs. They still sold those dogs. So your
Right,
papers, it may look good, but you still might have those problems.
right. I agree. I totally agree. But see, this is the thing, right? Everybody is so worried about breeding and not worried about making a better dog. You understand?
That
Like,
don't just mean breeding.
yeah. Well, it starts with having a better dog,
It does, yeah.
right? It
Hmm.
starts with having a better dog. It starts with having a vision and a purpose for that dog, right? Because
Yeah,
what are
it's
you
just,
gonna do with that dog? Now, no dog is perfect.
no,
So are you getting that dog to make it better, right?
yeah,
Are you breeding that dog because you think you just gonna get a quick buck,
some good questions.
right?
A lot of
So
people are
the
like,
thing,
"Oh, I need to get my money back. I need to make my money back." I worked with a guy. He had a Rottweiler on for the breeder. I need to make my money back. You lose. You're gonna be more in a hole than you. I'm
then you
glad he
think,
realized it though. He realized it. Like he was like,
okay,
"That's too much time," and he would just looked at time. He didn't say, "I'm really gonna lose more money than I'm spending. I mean, than I'm making back." He just thought about time, which it made him double think twice about it. But so he didn't do it. But a lot of people think like that,
mm,
and there's a lot more to it.
absolutely it is. But I think that's where like it comes down to it, like knowing your breed. That's why we all when we talk, we always say about knowing your breed,
I mean, that's
and
like
then
the first step. Buying,
absolutely
breeding, selling, all know your breed.
having a vision,
Yeah,
having a vision for that dog and those
right.
puppies as well. It's one thing you said that I wanted to double back on.
Hmm.
You said that there's some people that be stuck with a whole litter of dogs,
Hmm.
right? And I think now, what's the reason they stuck with a whole litter of dogs?
Unprepared, uh, not well versed in the field. They thought they was gonna be able to make a profit in. Uh, not well versed in the field of what it takes to develop. puppies, a program, even understanding the difference between a understanding the difference between a program and just having a litter. If you just have a litter, that's just a litter you had and you didn't plan that out. You didn't put two parents together and you didn't look at the lines that they come from, what they are, what the lines consist of, what the parents consist of, and there's a lot more. What they're weak in, what they're strong in, how each one of them can make each other better for the next generation. And think just planning out and understanding where you're what you're getting yourself into and what you want to do with it. That's what people fail at. You have to understand where you want to be, what you're doing now, and how you're gonna be able to prosper in the field.
I'm still laughing at GR. He said they got gout.
Who got gout? What is he? What are you talking about? Yes.
Yeah. So this is the thing, man. Now you're absolutely right.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. You're positively right. Right. But this is my take on it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a whole litter of dogs, and you're right what you said. But I think your business have to be correct first.
Yeah.
Okay. Presentation
That's
is everything.
planning.
I
That's
said this
planning.
before.
Yeah.
Presentation is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So how clean your puppies are, how clean the area is, the wall around it, using puppy pads and not newspaper,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
People, I hear breeders complain all the time about how high puppy pads are. The dollar store got puppy pads,
It might be a little cheap, stacked two of them on top of each other.
but presentation is everything.
And that's the physical aspect. People like the human attention span, I'm pretty sure, might be shorter than the goldfishes, or maybe equivalent, one or the other. You have
Yeah,
to have a great picture, good quality, like you said, background area, all that has to be great. And I mean, this is a market at the end of the day. Whatever breed you're in, I mean, dogs in a whole is a market. I mean, we not even just breeding, supplements, training, shows, YouTube content. It's a market. You're selling all this. We're selling our channels right now. And this is like business management. I mean, I don't know how many people took this class in high school. uh Business management, how you got to manage your business. But to manage a business, you have to have a strong foundation, have to have a great plan, and you got to understand where you want to be at, what you might be weak in, because everybody's weak in something, and how you gonna get better at it.
absolutely, absolutely. Round of applause, because that's real talk.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That
sir.
is real talk. So that's what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like when you think about it, man, like presentation is everything. People are going to want to buy a dog from you off of YouTube, off of Instagram, because they see the presentation. They see that you have love for the dog. That goes far as well. Because if you don't have love for the dogs, believe you will be called out.
Thanks, oh,
The
man. They're gonna,
the fur
no,
baby
thank
mommies and
you.
daddies, they will get on your behind,
They will. You'll end up in them
right?
groups. You'll end up all over Facebook, um,
Reddit,
YouTube, all that. You ain't safe.
that's
I'm
what I'm
not
saying.
safe. I don't even got no dogs right now. I'm not safe. I
None of
might
us
slip,
are.
I might slip up and say, "Oh yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing on here." Somebody be that clipped it, and somebody be that clipped it. Oh, he said this. Oh yeah, let's get them. But nobody's safe when it comes to this. You put yourself out there, and I always tell people, put yourself out there, but understand what comes with it. Understand people gonna say stuff. They might not say it to you. They might be talking about you behind your back. But put yourself out there. You don't know where you'll go. You don't know what you'll see, the people you'll meet, the things you'll do. I sound like cat in the hat, but that's just facts. Cold hard
Gr said
fact.
Gr said he was talking about the Dalmatians, and then he said that's how uric acid is, right? That's all.
What do
I
you
think
mean by
that's
that?
what I think you mean. That's all.
What you mean, Gr?
Uric acid, right? Gout. He's saying gout. He's saying gout is nothing but uric acid.
Oh,
That's what he's
okay.
saying.
I didn't know
That's
that.
what he's
I know it is a it's a dietary part to it though. You have to have a specific diet for the breeds or the dogs with higher uric acid.
right. Absolutely. And I mean, if you go to the vet, they're gonna tell you to make sure you get a hydrolyzed protein diet.
Mm, yeah. So
Um,
that what is
because
that?
it breaks down differently.
What is that?
Hydrolyzed protein is a food. It's a diet where as though like it's hydrolyzed, so
Liquid.
it's very. No. It's kibble,
Yeah.
but it breaks down the way it's cooked and it's made. It breaks down in the dog's belly a lot easier than a regular food over the counter.
So kind
Regular.
of
It's a prescription diet.
like a mush kind of, really? Is
No,
that kind of
no, it's kibble, and then you got
oh
salt.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Like them little packets. I can't remember the brand, but it's like
no.
a little
So
packet.
I believe Royal Canine
Hmm.
has a hydrolyzed protein, and I believe I'm not sure if Hills have it, but I think Hills have it too because it's a prescription diet. So
Mm,
those are two foods that you get that are prescription diet foods.
okay.
So um, I think that's what that is. Um,
David Ishii, he was talking about it in the part two. I think he said the what it the bladder doesn't allow for the dog to urinate straight through. So with surgery, they have to poke a hole. I think they said in the behind the what am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? They poke a hole in the
and the
back of
bladder,
the dog, the bladder. Yes, yes. That's what I was looking for. So then it comes out that way because it'll crystallize, I think, if it does stay in there too long.
right.
And
Yeah,
that
yeah,
don't
yeah.
sound fun at all.
No, no. We actually had a dog that we had to do something like that when I was in the vet field. Um, Also, sometimes you have to do that with cats because cats get very backed up,
Mm,
and sometimes you have to like they get constipated. Like cats, they get constipated, and then they don't drink a lot of water. Cats, so they be dehydrated.
yeah.
So you know they got to go, and they can't, and you got to kind of like catheter, use a catheter, and all types of stuff, and it's crazy. Like,
And
it's crazy,
and how many pet owners want to go through that with their animals when they live everyday life, working,
bro.
most likely got kids,
You
most
know how
definitely.
many you know how many pet owners want to put their dog down just for something so simple?
Yeah, they don't want to go through that. They don't want to have to to
But
fight bills, fight the vet, all that, just to save their animal. They'd rather put them down.
but
Mm,
that's the crazy thing to me.
yeah,
Like put the dog down over something that could be fixed. That's
right.
crazy.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. We said, can you breed out of it? We didn't touch on that yet.
No, we didn't.
Now, my take and what I know. Now, GR, I know you do your thing
Hmm.
for many, many years. Now, myself, I only got 3 litters under my belt. So I don't know every single thing, okay? But correct me if I'm right or correct me if I'm wrong, okay? So when it comes to um, breeding out of something, do you breed a dog, say like with bad legs? Do you breed that with something that has good legs by just breeding it one time? Because I don't think so. I think you're gonna get some puppies that's gonna have problems, or that whole litter might have problems.
Right.
Sometimes people think that one dog is just gonna fix it,
It's just going just like that. Yeah, I don't believe that. Excuse
right?
me. Yeah, I don't
You
believe
would
that. I
have
could
to
be wrong myself, but I don't believe that.
you would have to take the best dog, right?
Yeah.
You have to take the best dog from that litter.
Uh-huh.
You have to keep that dog.
And
You
keep
have to
breeding
take the
that.
best dogs from that litter and keep breeding it to
Yeah.
breed eventually out of it.
And most people don't take that much time
No,
or sit on. They ain't gonna sit on that many dogs and look into them and what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? And I can't think of the word I'm trying to say. They don't look over all the breeds, not the breeds, all the dogs that they have, and they don't analyze. They don't analyze what they have. That's the word I was looking for. You got to analyze what you have and then breed it.
I agree. But then you have people who get the dogs with the bad legs, and the dogs look like they're doing a happy zone. You know, they can't walk. Right,
Yeah, yeah.
that right there.
They
And
running like that,
and then they think they're gonna breed it with another dog, and they're gonna fix it.
and it's all good. No,
Don't work like that.
don't work like that. Now, some of that stuff can be fixed with supplements. Some of the stuff is supplemental, environmental, and dietary.
Mm,
But that's just doing your research and understanding because sometimes it varies with breeds also. Like some
right.
breeds will knuckle over more than others.
I just don't think that American Bully or Pit Bull. That's a good question, Gr. I don't think that they're prone to that
Hmm.
unless it's like a lot of inbreeding being
Yeah,
done.
right.
Gr said
I'm not sure, but that sound about right to me.
Gr said, is it worth the risk?
As far as fixing a dog supplementally and
No, I think
dietary.
he's saying breeding that dog with bad
Oh,
genetics.
oh no, I wouldn't. You got to be disciplined. Call it pet home.
Me personally, I think you shouldn't.
Likewise, likewise, brother.
I just think you should not breed a dog with bad genetics. It's not worth it. I just feel like you might as well just save your money up, get a top tier stud, and do your thing with that. Because you putting up top product. This is the thing, and just hear me out. When
I'm
you
listening.
go and you go out here and you buy a bad genetic dog, people is going to buy those puppies. Like we were just saying, people don't want to go through. So you sell those puppies for 1,500 or whatever your high price is or whatever the case is. People going to buy that dog. Then what's going to happen is now they go to the vet and find out that A to Z is wrong with the dog. Okay, they're not going to want to deal with that. So you know what you just put on your name? You just put that you were selling bad genetics.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Word of mouth travels far.
it
So you
does.
only need one to two to three people to say, "Hey, I bought a dog off of this person, and I had this problem, and what's gonna happen? It's over for you."
Yeah, it is. Your name tarnished. Um, Shout out to Mr. Jihad Muhammad. I was listening. I think I listened again. His interview with Joe, and he said even it might even take one bad picture. You have somebody take a picture of the dog that you produced. Bad picture, bad
Hmm.
angle. They're like, oh, his dog ain't look like it ain't on nothing. His dog look like his structure failing. It's a lot of different factors that can tarnish your name. Being
Absolutely,
being
high
on here,
rears.
being on here can tarnish your name. Saying the
Hmm.
wrong thing can tarnish your name.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like you said, high rears, bad feet, a lot of stuff, and people have their preferences, so they might not like what you produced in that litter. So, and that's not the end of the world, but still, uh, you have to be able to dial in on what you want. And if people, that's the thing with breeding. It has to be what you want, the looks you desire, and then if the people like it, okay, then you gonna sell it.
Right, right. I agree. GR said I stay away from bad structure and bad temperaments. Yeah, GR. It's not worth it. It's not worth going out
It's
there and
not.
getting a bad genetic dog, thinking that you're God and that you're gonna fix things or you're gonna breed out of this. It's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. And I commend you, man. Round of applause for GR, man. You know what I mean?
Let me
I
say,
commend
let me say
you on
this.
doing that. Go ahead, bro.
One, who's gonna have the room for, let's say, 2 litters? You get 2 litters. At the most, some people have, at the least, I mean, I want to say, some people have 2 to 3, but a lot of people dealing with more bigger dogs. The bullies, they'll throw they'll throw a good amount of puppies in the litter. So I'll say at the least 4 to 5 dogs will be in a litter.
Hmm.
Um, you have 2 litters trying to breed out of those bad genetics. You're sitting at 10 to 8 dogs already. I don't know a lot of people that have that room for that.
I mean, even if you got the room, you don't want to deal with it.
No, because like I said, you got to go through all the puppies. This structure is bad. This structure is bad. This structure is good. This structure is good. And you spent 2 years looking back to see, looking trying to guess which one has a bad structure and the good structure, the bad genetics and good genetics. And doing that, you're wasting your time, your money, um, and your life. And that's all because you chose bad genetics. You didn't save that money up. You didn't do your research.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yes, sir.
So this is the thing, right? So what do you think? What do you think? Like, so if you had a dog that had puppies and
Mhm.
say, because things happen, everything not the breeder fault, right?
Oh no, sometimes you have
When you
accident litter too.
right now, when you willingly breed a dog that you know has bad genetics,
No,
that's the problem. But
that
what
is.
about the dogs that you didn't know?
Um, to put it on a big horizon, we'd have to look at what breed we're dealing with and all that. But we're not gonna go that far. Um, it's still on the breeder somewhat. Did you health test it to know what you have? Especially if you're starting a line out. You starting out your line, you gotta know what's in those foundation, because then most likely the rest of it's gonna be whatever the foundation was.
Right.
Because I don't know, some people start with like 2 females, 1 male, or I don't know, 2 males, 1 female, something like that. So I mean, out of that, you're gonna know how much. I mean, how much what bad genetics or whatever you have in there. You're gonna know as long as you help test and you do ask the breeder the right questions if they're gonna tell you the truth.
I agree. I feel like this is the reason why fur baby mommies and daddies have a problem with breeders. And they have a problem with breeders for the simple reason that they say, you know, nobody should be buying a dog from a breeder. You should go to the shelter. And I understand on both sides why that's being said because you got irresponsible breeders out here who's breeding dogs first heat, who's
Yeah,
trying to mimic and be like somebody else and breed a dog just because this person is up here. We're gonna call it what we call it, making mutts.
yeah,
So they
yeah.
want to make a mutt, right? So this is the thing.
And you
And
got
these
different mutts
dogs,
too.
yeah, well, that's the thing. You if you got different mutts, and then who is really the consumer or the customer for a mutt?
Somebody, uh, a 13-year-old kid on YouTube, they see So there's glorified mutts. There's designer mutts. There's mutts that what am I looking for? There's mutts that might be
Look good.
said, yeah, that's the glorified mutts, but there might even be mutts that are said to be working or said to do this and that, but you never see it, and they
Eh,
never show their worth as a working dog. So so you have your glorified mutts, your designer mutts, and your working mutts.
Right, right. That's absolutely right. So that's the thing. So that's what I'm saying. So when you think about a mutt and you think about the glorified mutts, you thinking, okay, so why am I spending? Because how much would some of these people went out here for some of these mutts?
So glorified mutts. I know there's designer mastiffs now. Um, oh, they say 35, 55. That's that's think that's around the range for those ones that the dogs that are Merle and shouldn't be Merle. And that's not me trying to talk down on anybody that does have Merle dogs.
No,
But
no, not at
but the
all.
ones that try and like, oh, he's Merle, come 5,500. Come on now. Come on now.
We not jacking that.
No.
We not jacking that. And like I said, this is the thing, man. If you don't have papers for your dogs, it's gonna be hard to sell.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to sell. Those days of selling dogs from the backyard, saying this is going for $1,000, no papers. If you want papers, that's an extra $800.
Yeah.
You gonna keep that dog, or you
But
gonna take it to the
when
shelter.
we talk about papers too, um, when we talk about the papers, some people
This
we gotta think about personnel when it comes to buyers. That's a good question. When it comes to buyers, do we just have um Lindsay and John that just want a good house pet that look like he might do something, but ain't gonna do nothing? But then we got those ones that might become potential breeders or might become somebody on the internet that has just like one good dog. Because I've seen plenty of pages where it's just one real good looking dog that they work and they do a lot of things with, but they still might want them papers. They still want to know what he is or she is. So there's
what a
different
dog.
buyers when it comes to papers. So
Absolutely,
papers, I'm not gonna say they don't matter because you want to know what's in your dog, but not everybody might not be looking for papers, but the people that do, you gotta have them papers.
I agree. You gotta have papers. It's like that scene in Goodfellas. You gotta go home. You gotta have papers. It's just what's real right now with the dog community. Like you
Right.
gotta have papers. And I don't want a dog without papers because if I go out and get a male, he could be a nice looking stud. He don't have papers. That sets my whole kennel back.
It
You know
does.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because once I do that paperwork, whether it's a girl or a boy, Bane has a pedigree. That other girl doesn't have a pedigree, so it's nothing on the paperwork. That looks sloppy and bad. That looked bad.
It does. Yeah.
That looked bad. Like you know what I'm saying? That just
Yeah.
looked bad.
It
It
does.
doesn't look good. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like especially if you want top dollar. Now, if you selling them for $250, if you selling them for $500, then hey, I, that's fair. I
Yeah.
feel like $500 no papers is fair,
Yeah.
right?
You can show some of your dogs without papers. It's you have to get something, but like I think the CKC and AKC allow you to show dogs without papers in certain events, not all of them. Let's say your dog wins in that and they don't have those papers. Say for instance, a Borble, black and tan. I think that's a disqualification. Uh, but say the dog you have is a qualifying color, but then you breed that champion, then you get a you get a color, that's a disqualification. And somebody paid for it. Somebody got a deposit on that puppy, but then it's black and tan, or it's black, or it's blue, or it's blue tick. You got a problem.
Right. Right.
You got a big issue.
And in the real bully community, they say the Merle is a flaw. Like you shouldn't
Mm,
have Merles. It's a disqualification. Now, me personally, I just never liked Merle. GR no. GR has Merles, right?
yeah,
GR no. Me personally, I just never liked Merles. I just never that really my type of dog. I'm more of a try guy. Like that's the type of dogs I
I like
like.
the
Try,
tries. I do. The tries do
yeah,
look good. Yeah,
yeah, blues. That's
yeah,
all my type of flavor, right?
yeah.
Um, lilac, stuff like that. But I don't really care about a Merle dog, and it has nothing to do with it being a flaw. I just never liked it, me
Right.
personally. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know it was
So,
I didn't know it was looked at as a flaw.
right. Well,
I
yeah,
didn't know
they do. They do.
that.
Hold on, hold on. I want to get back to what up, Yella? Yella up in here. What up, bruh? I want to get back to GR. So GR said, so are band dogs glorified mutts? What you think?
Uh, I think we kind of touched on this a little bit. Um,
I'm about to let
in a
y'all up here.
in a way, yeah, really. You get, I don't want to say in a way, but somewhat. So those that have established line, uh, ancestor or grandfather, grandmother, they worked. The parents worked. You have those puppies. That's a that's a band dog. I wouldn't call it a mutt, but when, like I said, I've said this before. When we get those ones that aren't working, or that don't show that they bit a man, caught a hog, and held on while getting battered, uh, he's a cur, or he's a mutt. He can't be a band dog. He doesn't get that title because it is a title. I think it was Shakespeare that had band dog in his in one of the plays,
Hmm.
but it didn't specify what type of dog it was. It didn't say what breed or anything. Just said a dog that was tied up at night and
Right.
then was released
Yeah.
to no, released that night to guard the property. So
Hmm.
really,
It came from the abandoned dog.
yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
bandit. So like just like a back tie, whatever. So not everything can't be a band dog.
Right. Right.
Don't nobody attack me now. um,
Now,
uh-huh.
me personally, I don't consider a band dog a mutt, but it's first of all, they say band dog is not even a breed,
It's not. It's a title.
right? So I think it's different band dogs that are mutts to me.
Yeah, I think in the
So
modern in the
to me,
modern world,
some of them don't look good,
yeah,
and you got some of them that's fire.
and you'll get that. Some of them don't look good, but it'll get on you. That's some. I won't speak for all. Some will get on you though. Um,
Hmm.
and I've even looked at back at older band dog breeders. Uh, and like you said, some you don't consider all much. You can't, but you can't consider all dogs to be band dogs neither.
Hmm.
A lot of people, oh, it's still a pit bull, band dog, still a mastiff, band dog. No, sir. Swinford's original cross was an English Mastiff to American Pit Bull Terrier. Um, and that was the Swinford Band Dog. He has some great, good looking dogs. I actually have a video on Swinford's Band Dogs on my channel if you want to go back and look at that.
Yeah, I will.
Um, and then there was another man. I can't remember his name. Uh, Neapolitan Pit Bull, and that really stuck for a while. I don't know when he started breeding, but it stuck like for a while. Like I said, people still doing those to this day. I think some might be doing it, not all, or it might be in their foundation for their band dogs.
Right, right, right. Um, Grady, Grady, Grady said if a breeder kept true and detailed written paperwork, is that acceptable or frowned upon?
Um, Go ahead. Go first. Go first.
Okay. If a breeder kept true and detailed written paperwork, is that acceptable or frowned upon? Um, so for me, I know me
Just
and me and
I'll be
CDC
right back
talk
for
about. Okay, no problem. Me and CDC talk about um one breeder. We're not gonna say names, but one breeder who dog um doesn't have papers or whatever the case is. Um, for the simple fact that you can tell us that that dog came from, you know, BGK all you want, right? But it's no, how can I prove it? How can that person prove that that dog came from BGK, right? So that doesn't make me want to spend money with you for the simple fact that I don't have no proof that this dog really came off of BGK's The Rock, right? So why would I really want to trust you to say, now you might be honest, GR, and I'm not really talking about you, but I don't really know. A person wouldn't really know, a customer wouldn't really know that this is what it's saying. They don't know. And the average customer don't even be knowing like who dogs are, right? So they don't know like who BGK the Rock is. They don't know who that dog is. You know what I'm saying? So they might sit back and say, is this dog even real? Cause I think it was me and who was it? I think it was me and Young Reddy had we was looking at um a dog, right? A pit bull. And that pit bull had paperwork, but we never heard of the dogs. And I'm not saying because we never heard of the dogs it wasn't real, but it the paperwork that they had posted with the dog didn't look real, right? So it was just like sometimes people do foul stuff. Sometimes stuff just happen, right? And it's foul. So you can't really trust everybody who does business. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you were saying, GR, it's like sometimes you just because you call about a dog don't mean I'm going to give you a dog. Don't mean you're going to get a dog from me just because you call me and ask for a pup, right? Because you was telling me that people was robbing people, you know what I'm saying, when they go meet for the puppy. So it's the same thing. People rob people for the puppy the same way. That, oh yeah, man, I'll tell you to, and start that hung paper crap. Yeah, I'll tell you this dog got, you know, BGK bloodline in it, or this got bully blue giants in it. But do you really know if it got that?
Let
So go
me
ahead, man.
chime in. uh, with the papers, it's really word of mouth, right? And mind of word, really. Like I've listened to people say they've made pedigrees for people as far as they tell them what's on it, they'll make the graphic and get it printed for you. So it's really word of mouth and whatever that breeder knows or wants to say, right?
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I just wanted to clear that up, because that's what I thought. But yeah, it's a lot of trickery I've heard with that. Yeah, well, you're
Yeah.
right. You're absolutely
I
right.
mean, he said for years, would that be sufficient?
Um,
So
Go ahead.
I feel like man, it's only valid if the facts can be backed up, man. If you can back up the facts that this dog comes from that, then I think it's valid. I do. Me personally.
I
You
think
know, when you start
some people disprove that by calling the breeder or whoever they got them from. Am I right? Or who they say is in the pedigree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what
You
I was
also,
saying. I
yeah.
said that you went to the bathroom,
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
and I was saying that it's a breeder. I said we're not gonna say no names that we always talk about because we can't. We don't have no proof that that dog is off of that dog,
Mm, mm,
so we can't say, oh yeah, well that's this blood. We can't say that.
right. Yeah, you're right. You got a good
You know,
point.
you can say that to cows come home. We can't say that.
We ain't seen it.
You know,
We don't know if you
we
really
ain't
know
seen it.
them. Yeah. Yeah, you got a great point.
So that's the thing. I think the more and more people be honest, the more and more business you're gonna accumulate. The fans start to come. You know, because if you got what is that? If you got pits and you got what the ADBA, and then you got the online pedigree John. I forget the name of that John.
Hmm.
Uh, you know what I'm talking about? The pit bull dudes be having
Oh yeah, where they have like they'll have like it's like a file. Am I right?
American Pit Bull Terrier.com or something or
Yeah,
online
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
Like
And it's like a
if
whole
you don't
file, isn't it? Yeah,
yeah, like if you
yeah.
ain't got nothing like that, if you don't have nothing like that, I just I me personally at this point, man, I don't want that dog. Like I need papers.
I will say some, not all. Some of the pit bull breeders they come with them pedigrees.
They do.
They'll be like, oh yeah, he in there, he in there. Alligator, Flacco. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll get that to you quick. Stop
I
playing. You
got
see the
love.
pedigree.
I got love for the pit bull community. Cause the pit bull community, that's one of my favorite dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my
I
favorite
think
dogs, man.
everybody loved the pit bull
I mean,
as
I
kid,
love bulldogs,
and now,
period.
right,
But I love me some American Pit Bull Terriers.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just that that
Oh,
that tight
that
that tight frame, and then some of them had that big mouth that's just like this, where it just just eat you up. You gotta love it, man. Got to, got to.
GR said, yeah, they would start to discredit the dogs before your dogs. So true.
Yeah,
They
you can't win.
will.
You can't win
They
with some of these
will.
people.
You can't win at all. You can't win at all. Like, see, that's the main thing that I have a problem too with a lot what I hear in the dog community. Like the discredit of people or trying to discredit people, whether that person on the come up or whether that person is solidified in the game. You know, okay, man, you don't like that person, dog. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's a dog that you got that somebody don't like, but maybe your dog is like that too.
Right.
But you know what your dog can do, but that person might not know what your
But
dog can do.
maybe your audience doesn't know. Maybe you don't show it, and you don't have to feel discredited to show everybody everything your dog does. But then titling, titling that you put that title on that, um, you gotta show something. You gotta show something. Even a sleeve or a bite pillow, like, and that's the bare minimum. But you gotta show something, and and if you're new or trying to create something new and you get flack for it, I mean, it's whatever. But you can't leech or be a culture vulture off of um somebody else's work, somebody else's community, and try and be a part of it. And maybe that's not what that really is. But then you try and then when they don't want you, you can't discredit somebody for that because they don't want it. I mean, start your own thing. I mean, that's what I'll say. Be a be your own. What's the word I'm looking for? Man, be a founder. create your own line, create your own dog if that's what your heart desire, and really go after it. And once we said what we said before, market, plan out the market your dog is going to be in, or what you want for it, plan where you want to go with it, how you gonna show this dog's face and structure everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, that's just that's keys, that's jewels right there. I mean, you gotta be able to you gotta be able to really show like, hey, I know what I'm doing, or I'm finna get to where I want to go. Gotta have that determination, that understanding of your capability. Um, and if you cornered yourself somewhere, man, you gotta get yourself out of it.
Absolutely.
If somebody not looking at your dogs, we finna switch it up. What we finna do? I'm finna hit up whoever. Hey man, collab with me. Let's get this out here. How can I do this different? What's the way you can help me? Give me something just to help me market this dog that you may have did that might have worked. Connections.
You know why? You know why? Not only do you make connections when you do that, but also you build some type of bond with somebody else that's in the community right with you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like you build something with somebody. Like building something with somebody is not like sometimes people look down on that. Like, oh man, like you trying to have a team or you trying to have this, that, and the third. But at the same time, us working together for the same agenda, that's
Hmm.
gonna help both of us in the dogs.
Yeah.
Cause it's gonna go further
Right.
and
Hey, drop the
strengthen
link.
us.
Drop the link, brother.
Drop the link.
Yeah, 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 yeah. See if Yella and GR want to come up here.
Hold on.
I know it's a little late. They might not want to, but I mean, hey, not to cut you off.
Nah, you
You
cool.
had your chef hat on.
You cool. Man, like this thing right here. Alright, kind of messed up a little bit. Alright, there we go. Alright.
Yella, don't come up here. Don't come up here scaring nobody like you did the last time.
Y'all a good brother, man.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all a
I
good
ain't.
man.
He had me shook a little bit though when he was in the dark.
He did come up here like Wolverine.
Like he was finna come up here and shake somebody.
He did. He said GR said they'll start to discredit the dogs before you breed them on your yard.
Yeah. Oh, your dogs ain't that. Nigga, you ain't. I mean, sir, you ain't even seen what I got. Come on now.
Especially like a person like GR, bro. Like you, like GR got so many dogs that people don't even see on his page. Like you can't even discredit that. You can't discredit Yella. Like Yella got Bill, Blue Line Terriers, and Bill let it be known. He be like, no papers, just pets.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bill.
Yeah.
You
Shout
know
out
what
to
I
Bill.
mean?
He got that work. Shout out to
You know
Bill,
what I mean?
man.
GR, anybody want to get up? Let me know.
They probably in their half sleep.
They probably just enjoying it.
Yeah, they probably just chilling. It's all good, man. Definitely
But
want to get
yeah,
up there and congregate if you want to, man. Come on with it.
but I like what you were saying about that not being accepted by a certain community. You know what I mean? Because there's
Oh
certain
yeah.
breeders that want to be accepted by the bully community. There's certain
Hmm.
breeders that want to be accepted by the Cane Corso community. There's
Hmm.
certain breeders that want to be accepted by the American Pit Bull Terrier community. So it's a lot of things like that you know people want to be accepted by. They got a
Yeah.
they got a problem with it.
No doubt.
You know. So what happens is they start to hate on those people, that that's in that community.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, and I don't agree with that.
Me either. Me either. That's like we
Um,
was talking about the bozo earlier. We was talking about, we ain't gonna say no names, but we was talking about the dude that you was like, yo, man, you kind of remind, and I was like, nah, bro.
yeah, yeah. I ain't too familiar with uh I was really trolling you a little bit. I
I
ain't
know
too
you was
familiar
trolling.
with his page, and I know you might have had your run in with him, but
I
yeah,
did.
some people, like I said, some people might lack in an area. I mean, everybody gonna lack in one area. Somebody might be on here talking trash about you. They might sit up here, kind of like what we doing. We ain't talking trash about nobody. Don't get that misconstrued. But somebody sit up behind this camera and be like, "Man, his program trash. His videos trash." You gotta, I'll message him. Hey, what I gotta work on? What you think I did that wasn't good? What do you think I could be better at? I'll do that. Somebody said my
Exactly.
video's trash. I ain't got that yet. Somebody might not
Exactly.
like what I did and ain't say nothing, but let me know.
Right.
Hey, that wasn't too good. Step it up. Such and such, such and such. All right, I'm gonna work on it. I'm with it. You really just gotta
I
get on
agree.
your stand out on your own 2 feet. Understand I'm coming in this game, in this world, and I'm coming. I'm coming. If you come to dominate, then that's what you're doing. If you come in to spread love,
Coming down.
make those connections, um, get to know people all around the world, then that's what you do. You get out there. You call them people. You message them pages, them numbers, all that. Get out there. Don't be afraid to do that. But when you have a
Nah, not
vision,
at all.
when you have a vision or you want to do something, plan it out. Like I said, you got to really go after it. You can't be, it didn't work. They don't want me. No, you gotta. I mean, man, you gotta lock in. If ain't nobody gonna do it for you, ain't nobody gonna do it for you. So I mean, you gotta get out there. You gotta sit down. You gotta make 2 videos a week, 3 videos, 4 videos a week, whatever. Do it. If you gotta post 6 times a day on Instagram or Facebook, do it,
The
man. It
hard
ain't.
work is
Yeah,
how you get to where you want to be.
yeah. Ain't nobody gonna hand it to you.
Nah, nah.
Ain't nobody gonna hand it to you. Not at all.
Ooh, I like it, GR. GR said, man, GR said jealousy and too much pride to ask the
Mm,
next guy how they did it. That's the problem. That's the problem though, bro.
that
That's
is.
the problem. But but it's a flip side to that. Hear me out.
Talk about it.
You
Talk
can
about it.
go to you can be a fan of somebody. You can go to that brother, hey man, I'm a fan, bro. Like I like what you did. You inspired me to do this. You got them suckers, man, that'll hit you with the, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna give you that sauce. They don't want you to do what they're doing because they afraid
Right.
that maybe if I put you on, maybe the fans that I got ain't gonna like me no more. They gonna like you.
Ooh. Why can't you watch both of us?
You know why? Because that's where you get afraid. You say, "Oh no, they can't like both of us because if they like both of us, you know what I'm saying? Then his show one if I miss one show and I can't do it, then his show gonna pop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
they gonna all go over there. Then they
Yeah.
don't want you to shine. They don't want you to shine. And that's on when you go live and you got shows like ours, like we were
Hmm.
saying earlier, like Ja, myself, NWA, um,
Shoot. Whole
who
bunch of
else got a
people,
show?
man. There's plenty of
Who else?
all world Doberman, man. I mean, there's plenty of podcasts out here. Plenty of people out here just sitting here talking like we talking.
When you hit the algorithm, right? Because we all got YouTube Studio.
Hmm.
So in YouTube Studio, it tells you how people found you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people find you from the homepage. They say,
Yeah.
"Oh, who's this person that's live?" and they click on your show and they watch it, and this is how they find you, and this is how you get new fans.
Right.
Now what happens is, right, it's the same thing when you drop regular content. Trust me, I know. I've been doing YouTube for a while. And then I've taken a fall back from it for the simple fact that I've seen me drop some videos and then people take the stuff that I was saying and put it in their videos, name their dogs what I name my dogs.
Now
You
who?
know what I mean?
Nah, don't say it. But now who doing all that now? Come on now. I mean, it's a name, but it gets to the point you can't want to be like somebody that bad though. You got to be original in some aspects because
That's what
this
I'm
YouTube
saying.
stuff. I mean, we've all picked up something from somebody, no matter if it was
No,
nobody's. Huh?
I haven't. I never picked up anything from no one.
I'm talking about not knowledge up here. Talking about dogs. I'm talking
No,
about a
I'm no, no, I'm
YouTube
talking about
method.
you.
Oh,
No,
okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right.
never,
Okay.
never.
All right. Well,
I promise.
most people, good majority of people, they've picked up something from somebody they might have watched. DDG. I mean, plenty of people that have got this down to a science when it comes to making content, and that's just a tool. I mean, you gotta. It's a study. It's a study to this also. And when you get that down, when you get that study down to a science, and you get the different tips and tricks that you may have learned down to a science, and you implement that, that's when you just know you know you're getting better because you're trying new things. You're you're trying to wash out the problems or the weak points in your work. And doing that, like I said, you're gonna get better. It just takes time. People don't want to wait for things. I mean, we're in the microwave era.
Everything not gonna pop though in the microwave though.
No. Uh-uh.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
you gotta really just take your time, work hard, tuck your head down. You know what I'm saying? Go to work. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You gotta work.
You always gonna have them popcorn kernels at the bottom that didn't pop like the other popcorn.
Right. Always.
Yeah.
Always. But you know what I'm saying? That's the main thing that I want people to understand on YouTube is that you have to have some type of a thing about you that people like.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta be
And
likable.
that's actually what I told you when you started,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And I told you, I said, yo, you know, I had only really talked to you on the other live.
Hmm.
And, we followed each other on Instagram. We hit each other and the rest is history.
Right.
But I told you when you was wanted to do your thing, I said, bro, you got the personality for it.
Right.
You can do this. People is going to like you,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
And that's the thing. That's why you stand out, bro. That's why you
Like,
stand out.
yeah.
Exactly. And that's the same way Big Joe, you know what I mean? That's how he stand out. You know what I mean? People watch his content, watch his channel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He got Rain on his show now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And Rain got his own show on the platform, and that's brotherhood right there.
It is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's something different. Not everybody's doing it. Um, and it brought a new aspect to Joe's show, and that's smart. I mean, you can't discredit when somebody tries something new.
Yeah.
You might not like it, but I'm
I feel
jumping
like
out the
it's work.
box. Yeah, it's work.
I
Oh,
feel like
it's working. Come on now, Big Kanye.
yeah. You know
It's
what I mean?
working. Come on now,
That's bro now. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
He always show me love. I always show him love. You know what I
You
mean?
know,
The whole team, Rain, Doug, you know what I mean? Joe,
man. Shout out Rain.
everybody.
Shout out Doug. Shout out Joe. You know, all them brothers that showed me immense amount of love, man.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. It's different ways to skin a cat. Everybody. I mean, we all got different plates. Plenty
A
of
lot of
food.
people, but a lot of people feel like you know the main thing is competition.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not competing with nobody.
Right.
I don't care if one person is in my show watching.
Yeah.
That's still somebody watching.
Right.
and that's still somebody that's gonna get the knowledge.
Right.
And if I'd rather start from the bottom than to have something handed to me, because if it's handed to me, I'm not gonna appreciate it as much as I worked hard to get it.
Right.
You know,
You know,
that's the
and
main
even
thing.
then with the competition, you can compete with others because you have peers in this no matter what. You watch somebody, you look at somebody's stuff and be like, man, I'm gonna try and do this better than them, or I'm gonna try and do this how they didn't do it, or how they might have messed up on it. You're gonna compete, but it's not no. Oh man, I hate his channel. It's not no. Oh man, his program ain't this. His channel ain't that. It's in a love aspect of we brothers, or we two people trying to do something big, or we trying to do something great in the community. And I mean, we're gonna go at it. We're gonna stick to our guns and we're gonna make this content and we're gonna get better while doing it.
That's how it is over here.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
do interviews. That's not my
Yeah,
lane. But given game and what we're doing right now and talking about it, this is how we coming.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Having
Yes,
a
sir.
panel, having a group of guys that's breeders and dog men and women that come on this platform and talk and give game and bounce
Yes,
off
sir.
each other. That's what we do over here.
Right.
Ja and Joe and Rain, that's their lane to do the interviews. Doro not trying to do that. You know what I'm saying?
For
That's
sure.
not my lane. So I'm not competing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? My lane
Respect.
is my lane. What I'm doing. You either like it or you don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying. I would never try to. First of all, I want to see you win.
Yeah.
I would never. Yo, man, I got an interview tomorrow. If I got an interview tomorrow, it's with you. It's with Gr. You know what I'm saying? It's with Matt.
Yeah.
It's with Yella. You know what I'm saying? It's still within us.
Right.
But it's not nobody going out there to go get this person. That's your job, bro. And if somebody was to come on the platform, I would tell them, yo, link up with CDC. And you know I will.
Respect. Yeah, you would 100%, man.
You know I will.
You always be like, man, you should interview him. You should interview him, man. Yeah, no doubt, no
You
doubt
know what I'm
about
saying?
that.
Because that's what brotherhood is about, man.
Right.
And GR said that is true because I gave my dog some off the walls names and people use some of their names. People really be watching. Yeah, they be watching, bro. They really be watching, bro. They really be watching, man. And the reason why I know they be watching, bro, is because whoever named their dog Blanco, whoever named their dog Blanco, you ever heard
I,
that?
I now I haven't like physically seen somebody in front of me with that name. I mean, it's been used before, of course,
I
but
didn't say it wasn't used before. I said who. I said who called a dog Blanco, bro.
yeah, okay. I hear you now. I hear you.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
I had a saying. I had a saying to my dog Dice. I had a saying to my dog Dice. Where if you watch my channel when she was alive, and when she do something, meaning I say come here, or she about to go get something or whatever, I got a saying. Some clown named they dog the saying that I call him. So GR is right. Some GR is right. People be watching, and then they be watching, and then they take your sauce. Probably don't even know what that really mean. What they call it, dog. Probably don't know what they need, what that means. And if they do know what it means, they ain't connected to it,
Right.
right? What it means. So that's just biting. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. I
So
feel
that's
you.
what I'm saying. They be watching instead of just giving you your props and just saying like, "Yo, man, I like that." That's what I was saying one time, and you was like, "Doro, that means the right message is getting out there." And I was like, "No, it's not that."
But you okay? I
But
thought you was talking
but
about information.
no, no, no. But people, yeah, but even information. This is
Hmm.
the thing. When you guys watch other people, you guys watch QBN, right? I didn't know who that was until someone on the other platform said that to me, right?
Hmm.
I didn't know that, right? I don't know that person. So when they said that to me, right, I said, but you can't discredit me. And just like you talking about this person. Why you can't say, yo, I was watching Doro reach your bully camp, man, and he was saying such and such and such. Why you don't say that? But you will be quick to say, man, I was watching QBN and such and such said this, that, and the third. Why is it so hard to do that though?
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
Hmm. Yeah, I
That's
definitely
all I'm
respect you on that because, I mean, we want to come up. I mean, where we at now? If you know us, man, I mean, ain't nothing for a little salute, little shout out. I mean,
and our names is out there, man.
yeah, it is for sure.
Our names is out there. The NWA didn't put us on the platform. You know what I'm saying? He didn't
Yeah,
put us on the platform, bro. We didn't got shorts. I been had a platform. Some of my shorts got thousands of views.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They know who Doro is.
right.
They know who CDC is.
Yeah,
So the names is ringing. So why you can't just say, "Oh man, you know what? I was watching Doro. I was watching CDC, and they were saying such and such and such." But you scared to do that for the simple fact that you don't want the next person to go say, "Who is that?" and go type that in. Just being honest.
it's definitely enough love to give to everybody, man. I
I
mean, you
mean,
just
I
gotta,
think so. I
man,
think so.
you just gotta get out your pocket, get your hands out your pocket, man.
My man
You
said
know.
names like fire in the hole. 4th of July, my girl. You a clown for those names, Drew.
I ain't
What
gonna lie.
is that?
I ain't never heard no dog named Khaki. I ain't never heard of that one. That's different. I ain't even saying it's trash. It's
No,
different.
no, it's definitely not trash. It's
Yeah, it's different.
remedy.
Like, yeah, but I ain't seen nobody else use it though. Like you, so you different with the names. I give you that.
She used to be my girl.
I ain't one of them's a
Yes,
lady in my life.
yo, bro. He named it fire in the hole, man. That means he that John got one in the head, man. You know what I
Ain't
mean?
one of them my body for LSG.
4th of July, my girl, Kit Kat.
GR,
Yo,
do that.
GR got some names.
Do that for me. Do that for me.
What?
Name one of them LSG. If you keep a puppy, name it LSG. Do that. Do that for me, bro. Do that for me. I might name one of my dogs that. I ain't gonna lie.
You
When
need
I
to
get my
name one of
dog,
your dogs my body.
yeah, my body or LSG. I might put up a poll. My body or LSG for the puppy name, y'all. Yeah, yeah.
Oh man. Yo, man, what's wrong with you, man?
Or I might even just siblings, Levert, Sweat, and Gill. I might do that. Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
so all we saying is stop being a sucker, man.
yeah. And another thing, man. Hey, like where I'm at now, people be like, "Oh man, what kind of dog you got? Some man, what, you got them Corsos?" But no, I know somebody that got them.
You
Just
do?
that quick. Like, come on
You
now.
do?
Like, it ain't nothing to just be like somebody asked me, "Oh man, I know you like the Borbles. You got a Borble? You got some Borbles for sale?" No, I know who got them. Go hit Mr. Price. You know, somebody else. You know what I mean? Go hit Working Man's Masters if they got something. It's nothing to say that name, especially if you got love for them and be like, no, I know some people that got that. I can hook you up. It's nothing to do that, bro.
It's nothing. It's nothing. Shout out to Joe with the Connies. And he got some shepherds too. What kind of shepherds is that?
I think somebody said asked this before. I think Central Asian Shepherds. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he got
Yeah,
shepherds
yeah,
too. Mr.
yeah.
Price got the Boibles.
Yes,
GR
sir.
got the bullies. D- Doro got the Amstabs. You know what I'm saying?
Yella got the pits.
Yellow got the pits. Bill got everything.
Man, that work.
Bill, he got that work.
Get that work.
Yellow got that work too. I like one of your
And,
dogs,
man,
Yellow man.
come on now. Squad got that work.
We definitely do, and we coming, man. This is just the beginning, man. Like you know what I'm saying. We
Yeah,
coming. Everybody got something to bring to the table. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
So it's only a matter of time before things start to, really pop and go the right way. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Um, but we ain't trying to, you know, do it the other way. We trying to do it the right way. He said you look like Gerald Levert, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, my uncle like really do look like him, and I look like my uncle too. Gr, you look like Sammy Davis Jr. All love, bro.
Yo, y'all crazy as hell, man.
Uh,
Yo,
Let me jump. I'm gonna jump up off of here, man.
you said he looked like Sammy Jr. Yo, that made me cry. He don't even look like. He don't even look like Sammy Davis Jr.,
I
bro.
just said something.
Oh man, yo, you was crazy, bro. You
No,
crazy.
say what you be saying. I'm a psycho.
Yeah, you are a psycho, bro. You,
Oh
yo,
man.
you are a psycho, bro. You are a psycho for real. Like this dude wake up in the morning, bro. First thing in the morning.
Come on,
And this
man. You don't
dude
need to know everything.
he just send me stuff, man. And I'll be like, yo, bro,
And they don't even be reals. It just be me just saying stuff.
just saying stuff, man. But the stuff he be saying be making sense. Like it does make sense.
Wooden floors. I'm telling you, man. And it makes sense. And it makes sense.
That's that
All,
psycho part, man.
all
That's what I'm
love,
saying.
man. Man,
He'll
come on,
send me
play.
somebody. He'll send me some. He'll send me somebody dolls and be like, "Yo, they need to clean up the back behind they wall, bro."
Man,
Like
bro, it's
it's
11 o'clock.
7 o'clock in the morning, and this what you text me?
Man, it just be on my spirit.
Psycho, bro. Psycho, man.
Levert did
Psycho.
had them hugs. He did for
Oh
sure.
man,
He had them in his pocket.
yeah, he did.
He did.
But you know, Barry White did too, though.
He did. He did with that Jerry curl.
Yeah, yeah, and he was a real nigga too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Barry White was a
Especially when he
crip.
got on that sports magazine
Yeah,
with that one outfit. He snapped.
yeah, he was
Yeah, he
representing the trade, man.
Man, come on, it's 11 o'clock. This one I get real out of pocket, man. Come on.
Yo, well, us getting out of pocket is that's what make us go. That's what make us go off, bro.
It's just in
We
our
be
neck.
getting all the views when we acting a fool.
I don't,
You know what I'm saying?
do we though? Do we?
We do,
Okay,
we do.
okay.
That test show, I think. What is it? Part one or part two? One of them
Yeah.
Jones went off. The
Okay.
other one ain't really go off, but the other one, man, we was having too much fun. Everybody was
Yeah.
watching that. And then the
Uh,
one with all of us on there, me, you,
yeah.
Yella, Gr, and Mac.
That was good.
Mac got that word too. How can I forget my cousin now, Mac, man?
I forgot about
You know
Mac,
what I mean?
man. The Mac.
The Mac attack. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
How can I forget that? He got Big Mama and them over there. You know what
Oh,
I mean?
oh, oh, oh. Me and Cannon Bulldogs. Be on the lookout this week. We got that work coming. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
What
sir.
day this week?
So it's not gonna be live. It's gonna be pre-recorded. I want to say Tuesday. I want to say Tuesday. Monday I'll have an answer on what time I'll be uploading it.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely have an answer then.
Well,
But
you
cause,
already know. I'm gonna check it out. You already know. I'm gonna leave a comment.
would you say
You
real
know,
bulldogs?
real bulldogs. None of that.
Yeah, you wild, bro.
I almost said it. Don't tell me.
You
I
wild.
almost said
I ain't
it.
gonna. I ain't gonna.
Real bulldogs.
Real bulldogs. He got that work. If y'all don't know Cannon Bulldogs, check him out.
Oh yeah. I thought
This
you was talking about the other person, bro.
this dude, man. Yeah, you wild.
Talking like he got that word.
Cannon Bulldogs got that work.
Bulldogs got that word. Shout out to Cannon's Bulldogs,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean?
Clear breathing, functional, but still got that size. OD English and American Bulldogs, man. Got
Real
that work.
bulldog.
What's your favorite bulldog out the three? It's not even three, it's more than that, but I mean out of the base.
Out of the American Bulldogs?
American Bulldog,
Which
OD in English.
I gotta say American.
American.
Yeah.
Skyler Johnson.
I gotta say let's say Scott.
Huh?
I gotta say Scott.
Okay.
What? What? What's funny?
GR.
What'd you say?
You can see. GR. GR. GR gunning everybody tonight. I see. That's what you want, GR? Okay. Okay. I feel you.
All right, GR, you look like Radio Raheem, nigga.
Oh,
With that drunk ass Skelly on, man.
Radio Raheem. No, he look like C Note.
Oh,
Hey, C Note put in work though, man.
yeah, that's a fact. Oh, GR crazy, bro. You should
He
have been
said
up here,
Gary.
man.
He said Gary Payton. Yeah, you do look like Gary Payton. Oh,
He said I look like the glove.
the glove with a
Yo.
hole in it. He snapped.
Oh man.
GR, you wild, bro.
Yeah, he is wild, man. That's my man.
For sure. Shout out GR, man. Anything
That's
else you want to go over, man?
Nah, man. I think we touched on everything we wanted to touch on, man.
I say I'm fighting this Easter plate, so
Yeah, I mean, we gonna change the time in a Doro lounge, man. You know what I mean? Because somebody else got a show at 6. You know what I mean? So I wanna change my joint. You know what I mean?
who got a show at 6?
Huh?
Text me.
Oh no, it wasn't. I'm not throwing no shade on it.
Oh,
But you know, Rain go live at 6.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Is that his that's his time? Like he
He been live at 6 every like almost every
Oh,
week.
okay. So that must be his time then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Doro Lounge is small joint right now. I can't even compete with that. So you know what
You
I'm
gotta know your
saying?
limits.
Hey, but one thing about me is why people like me is because I keep it real, bro.
Right.
I ain't gonna front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna
Gotta
front.
keep it real.
I ain't gonna front, man. I'ma always keep it real. So we gonna
Mhm.
change that joint. We gonna change the time because we might can cook a little better. You know what I'm saying? A little bit later.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying when everybody get on the panel. But we'll talk about it in the group chat, y'all. You know what I mean?
For sure.
And we'll try to make it work for everything because, you know, I'm trying to get back to that one show we had where we was cooking. Remember that show, man?
All four of us.
All four of us, me,
Yeah,
you,
we was
Yellow,
cooking.
GR, Mac, we was cooking that show. And I'm
We was.
trying to get back to that joint, but I know Mac got a little situation. Um, Yellow, Yellow might be free. You know what I'm saying? So Mac might be free, hopefully. Um, but GR, you know what I mean? You always here, bro. You always supporting and showing love. And that's why I show you love right back, fam. You know what I mean? Um, well, job, man, we talk every day,
Every day.
every day.
Yes, sir.
There's not a day go that don't go by. Me and this dude ain't on the phone, cracking up and being a fool. it's,
That's a fact.
it's not one day that passed and we ain't being the fool, man. We
That's
be
a
a fool.
fact.
Yeah, that was drunk right
Cutting
there.
up.
Yeah.
All right, man. You want to do a little outro?
Yeah, man, this is Doro Lounge. You know what I mean? We thank you for coming by, showing love, being here with us for an hour and 26 minutes. That's my co-host CDC. He got his own show, Catch Dog Concepts. Type
Yes,
it in
sir.
on YouTube. Check his interviews out. I got 2 interviews on there. In 2026, I'll have one more with him. You know what I mean? Um, you know what I mean? I got
Speaking it
to,
into
bro.
existence.
You got to, man.
Okay, I
You know what I'm
respect
saying?
it. I respect it.
Got to.
I
Hit
respect
him with the Lil John.
it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In the live, man.
But yeah, we thank y'all for showing love. Thank you for coming out. Comment on at the end of the live, man. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps the algorithm. It helps my show go farther. So everybody that's on here, leave a comment afterwards. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's appreciating nothing but love, man. We'll see
Yes,
y'all
sir.
real soon. We'll be back. We got some more topics. We didn't even cook everything we wanted to cook, but we gonna break it down, and we gonna be right back.
Can't
You
give
know
it
what I
all
mean?
to y'all. We gotta break a piece off for later.
Yeah. So you ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. Have a good night.